Good morning. How to save on food by tidying your cupboards. Have you ever said, I have no cloth, then looked in the back of the closet and found things you forgot to have? Okay, now do the same thing in your kitchen. That's the advice experts give to people who want to save money by making the most of the products they already have. Writing The Guardian, food writer Orla McAndrew says you should look through your cupboards and organize everything based on use by date. You should put the things you need to use first at the front. There are even apps that can help you make a list of the foods you have and when they need to be used by. This should help you stop wasting food. True. There are lots of store cupboard recipes online, ideas for meals you can make using the things you might already have in your kitchen, whether in a cupboard or in a fridge. Sometimes adding stock, spices, and some frozen vegetables to some rice can make a delicious meal. This is perfect if you'd had a busy day at work. In fact, Chef Claire Thompson tells the BBC that buying frozen vegetables is a really good way to avoid wasting food, and they can often come in handy. But of course, making a plan is also a great idea, and that includes planning what to do with leftover food. MacAndrew says she cooks more than she needs for a meal to give herself a head start on one of the next day's meals. And leftover food doesn't need to be boring. Perhaps it could be made into a soup or used in a different way with some more of those other useful things in the cupboard. Okay. Discussion. What are your thoughts on the tips on the article? Yeah, that's helpful. Yes, organizing usually makes it better. But I almost never buy dressing, or I buy spices because it can hold it for a long time. But dressings I make it on my own. So you just make how much you use for that particular moment, and we'll be done with it. So yeah, my fridge is getting empty. How often do you find yourself throwing away food you didn't use in time? Almost never. Almost never. Some vegetables. Some. Do you typically make a meal plan each week? Yes, I do. Do you consider using an app to track food? No, never. I mean, looking at it takes time. Then that time you should use it with your fridge. What do you usually do with leftovers? Actually, I never buy frozen food either. I make some, and if they got the extra, I froze it. So I use my own frozen food. Very economic. Further discussion, and those frozen food, I heard like they use a lot of oils to keep it like look fresh. So yeah, to keep the moisture inside of the food. So actually, you're taking a lot of oils by using the frozen food, even it's a vegetable. So I avoid it very much, and it doesn't taste any good, anyways. Further discussion: how often do you do a kitchen clean out? Very often, I think. What are some of your go-to recipes? Rice ball, yes, rice, onigiri. What are your favorite quick and easy meals to make? Stir fry, vegetables, and some meat. Where do you usually look for recipes and meal ideas? Instagram. And there's a app called Cookpad in Japan. It's very popular. I use that one a lot. Have you tried any new recipes recently? Yes. I try to avoid all the flour, sugar, oils. I mean, I take oils from the animal's oil, but not the olive oil kind of things, and dairy. So I'm trying to make a nice rice powder bread, and it's getting better.